What's up guys, I'm yacht broker Tiff Howie, coming to you today from Vila Moura Marina in Portugal to show you around one of our latest brokerage listings. And here she is. So this is a 2019 Axopar 37 Suntop called Above and Beyond, and we're going to take a good look through her now. As always on my tours, we're going to start at the stern. So I'm here on the bathing platform. With the 37s you get this kind of cut in where the engines are, and then platform access each side of those. We've got the transom ladder just here at the back. That makes it really easy if you're swimming to climb in and out. And then here we've got the Mercury 350 Verado engines, the largest engine option available on an Axopar 37. The water ski frame just here, and you notice this is in black compared to the standard stainless silver on the Axopar 37s. That's because this boat is fitted with the Brabus line trim package. That means you get these black rails. It's also got the coloured hull, so that's in that lovely cool grey colour. The black rails here, the black fishing targa arch here, and more Brabus detailing around the boat. It just makes it a little bit more cool. We've got the storage lockers each side, port and starboard, really good for fenders and ropes because number one, they're large enough for them, but number two, it's really easy access if you are going around this and putting your fenders back on coming in. Because this is the wet bar at the stern package, that means you get this large walkway section here. There are room for 3 seats here which are removable, so they come out when the engines are up, but they add 3 more seats to the stern here. And then under our feet here we get 2 large lockers. So these are really great if you've got things like your covers, water toys, life jackets, extra ropes, things like that, and they are draining lockers as well. And then just forward of those we find the wet bar, so that opens up just here. So we've got a sink in there, it's on a gas strut there, so that holds up when you're using this area. We've got an additional domestic fridge in here and extra storage built into these 2 lockers. And let's now take a look into the cockpit. So when we move forward, we're going to find 4 nice large seats at the back, a table here, and this table actually goes down. It's on a telescopic leg, so that will go down, and then there's a large cushion that sits on top to make a big sunbed, which is a really nice feature. This boat is excellent for sunbathing space. And then we've got the 3 seats here at the front that make up the helm position, and these seats actually will turn around, so they'll turn all the way 180 to here facing backwards, and that makes a really nice social dining area here. And then moving a little bit further forward, you'll notice actually as I'm walking around, everything's super easy to get to. It's because this 37 is a full walk around boat, so you can get out of the helm position either side and get up to the bow or to the stern. Nice wide side decks, everything's just really straightforward. So up here we've got the Webasto electric sunroof. With a touch of a button that opens up and suddenly your whole cockpit's in sunshine. And then on the helm you'll notice the seats I'm sat on are the Nerox upholstery. So this was an option at the time in 2019 as part of the Brabus line trim package. It's kind of a suede effect, but it's very durable. It's great for outdoor upholstery and it just feels very comfortable when you're sitting on it. We've got the Brabus Nerox wheel here as well, and we've got the Brabus B detailed in that. So this boat's got a very decent amount of extras. We have the active trim, so that's going to self-trim your tabs at the back. We've got twin chart plotters, we've got the Mercury vessel view, we have a Garmin VHF radio, we've got the trim tabs that you can control yourself there. Fusion sound system, and that's got the upgraded sound system, so there's speakers everywhere. And then bow thruster there as well. And then all your buttons here are really easy to get to. These boats are actually remarkably straightforward for something that is actually quite technical. Everything's in one place, everything's labelled, really easy to access. And then on here, your thrusters, or your throttles rather, you've got your trim for your engine, so you can pull your engines up and down there from that. Let's take a look now into the cabin. So now we're going to take a look at the cabin on this 37. So just to the left hand side of the helm position we find this area. So we sit down here, and interestingly this was one of the first 37s available with the enclosed toilet compartment. So we've got the electric WC there, we've got storage built in, access to your fuses as well, everything's super easy to get to. And now because that is enclosed, it's much more practical if you are going to sleep in this compartment. So additionally, we've then got this unit here which has a sink, some worktop space and storage underneath, and then we've got this nice comfortable seat over on the starboard side. And then I'm going to show you the bed size, because people often ask me to show you bed sizing. So this is actually super spacious. The impression you get when you look at them is they're not as big as they actually are, but for me it's more than enough room for 2 people. You've also got access to a hatch here which opens up to the bow, so you can let fresh air into this area. And additionally, there is a screen here that folds down to give you extra privacy in your cabin. So now, just to give you a little bit more information on Above and Beyond, because she has got a very large specification and it's not always easy to fit that in as we go, but there are extra storage lockers under the floor here in the centre of the wheelhouse. We've got a really handy remote here which controls anchor winch and bow thruster. That's going to mean that if you're walking anywhere on the boat, you can control your bow thruster from there and you're not just limited to the helm position. She is a 1 owner from new example, low engine hours, always really well maintained, and she has recently had a full exterior repaint. We've also got 2 large Waco refrigerating drawers under the seats here, and that, as well as the fridge at the back, means you've got lots of room for refrigerating your food and drinks. So the last place to look on Above and Beyond is the bow, and I'm just walking up the side deck here. You can see just how wide these are. You can walk fully up there forwards. So we've got this lovely large sunbed at the front. Under here is the access to the cabin, so that's where that hatch lifts up and the bed access is underneath. We've got this lovely large sunbed. This is more than big enough for 2 people. This again is in the Nerox upholstery, and you've got this lovely backrest. So for going out to sea, this is going to be a really great spot to sit in. We've got more Fusion speakers up here at the front, and then as we go forward we find the anchor locker. So large anchor locker here. That's great for storage as well as obviously housing anchor and bits like that. We've got room for extra ropes, fenders and bits, and it's also electric, so you've got the up and down system there as well as on that remote that we showed you earlier. So that's the conclusion of our tour on the Axopar 37 Above and Beyond. As always, thank you so much for watching. Really hope that you enjoyed the video and found it informative. If you've got any comments or questions, leave them in the comments section. We'll always come back to you as soon as we possibly can. But thank you again for watching, everybody.